President Trump has officially nominated former Federal Reserve Governor Kevin Warsh to succeed Jerome Powell as chair of the Federal Reserve when Powell's term expires in May. Described by the president as being from central casting, Warsh is a Wall Street veteran and a former Morgan Stanley merger and acquisition banker who served on the Fed board during the 2008 financial crisis. Guys, while this nomination aims to bring a pro-growth ally to the central bank, the market's reaction kind of been a bit of a paradox, right? We see a relief, but we also see anxiety, particularly within the digital asset space. So Warsh is widely considered one of the most crypto literate candidates ever tapped for the role. And here's why the industry is paying attention, okay? The new gold thesis, Warsh, right? If you've been watching the news, Warsh has publicly referred to Bitcoin as a generational alternative to gold, famously stating, if you are under 40, Bitcoin is your new gold. So right there, right from his own words, he believes in Bitcoin, and that's good for crypto. Okay? But unlike some of his predecessors, Warsh views Bitcoin as a policeman, right, for bad monetary policy, an asset that signals when central banks are losing the plot. So he's saying, hey, Bitcoin, it's a hedge against turning on the money printers full blast. And he's also previously served as an advisor to crypto index manager Bitwise and invested early in stablecoin projects. He's a proponent of wholesale CBDC while remaining skeptical of retail digital dollars that could infringe on privacy. So guys, he is a crypto-friendly pick. Trump did what he was going to do. He did what we knew he was going to do. If he wants to make the US the crypto capital of the world, you knew he was going to select a crypto-friendly Federal Reserve chair. So this is good news for us. However, right, despite his pro-crypto rhetoric, the Warsh effect is currently acting as a weight on prices. We've seen the bloodbath. Today is January 30th. Prices are not looking good, right? We've seen a liquidity squeeze lately. Warsh is a vocal critic of the Fed's bloated $6.5 trillion balance sheet. He's been advocating for quantitative tightening and is arguing that the Fed must stop the printing press. There's also been rate uncertainty. One of the reasons why we saw crypto take a dump lately is because the Fed held rates at 3.5%, which indicates kind of we're still in a risk-off environment. And while Warsh has recently aligned with Trump's calls for lower rates, his historical record is one of fighting inflation at all costs. So if inflation doesn't come down, Warsh might not be, rate friendly for crypto. He might hold them steady or even raise them again. Because if you look at his past record, inflation trumps everything. So markets could fear that he could sacrifice short-term market liquidity to ensure long-term sound money. And we've seen with the announcement, the market is selling off. Bitcoin broke 84,000 and is already down in the 81 to 82,000 range, a drop of over 3% following this news. And I mean, you can just see it. Traders are pricing in a future with less easy money. So the bottom line, the Warsh era likely signals a shift from crypto as a speculative play to crypto as an institutional asset. The confirmation hearings in the Senate will be the next major catalyst that we see. Is he going to get through? What are they going to do? Are they going to vote yes or are they going to vote no? I'm going to be keeping an eye on the Senate Banking Committee schedule for you though. Right? Any news that comes out, we'll be posting it right here. So guys, as always, make sure you subscribe to stay up on the latest news, scam alerts, and price targets. And we'll see you in the next one.